If there's not black or brown people, bro, this is like a bad event. This is not safe.
Up next, we're going to hear from one lovely woman on TikTok who is claiming that being around white people makes her feel unsafe. Yes, seriously, let's take a listen.
If I'm in a room full of white people, I feel very uncomfortable. Something's wrong. Something is very, very wrong. Especially because, I grew up in San Francisco, the Bay Area. Now I live in Sacramento. If there's not black or brown people, bro, this is like a bad event. This is not safe. This is not a safe event. There's not a person of color. There's not an Asian person there. If there's not a mixed person.
Oh my gosh. Everything about this is giving woke white savior. She wants to be one of the good ones so bad. The virtue signaling is out of control. But it's actually sad to me that anybody views the world in this. And this is the most extreme version of progressive identity politics, right? But if you are going into a room and immediately counting up the people of different races and seeing, oh, what proportion is this of races? Does it perfectly match the census? That's actually a mental illness. That's not normal. And it's not progressive or tolerant. And then the idea that white people are unsafe. What? That would be considered a diabolically racist statement in reverse, and for good reason. But also, it's still actually racist to say about white people, and it's objectively not true. I don't understand how deep into an echo chamber or how deranged or delulu you have to be to find yourself talking like this and sounding like this and not realize that something has gone terribly wrong. Now, what's so hilarious to me about this particular video is she's claiming oh, it's unsafe or whatever. She's talking about safety. And yet this same woman on her TikTok feed openly supports violence and murder against rich people. Take a listen to this other clip.
So since there's only 81 American billionaires left, I think we should do an advent calendar, and then every time we can open up a box and eat a chocolate. Eat a little chocolate. I don't know. Make it a mystery box. I would be happy to open the box at any moment.
At FBI? It's actually not normal to celebrate murders or deaths or assassinations. And if you find yourself doing that, you should probably seek therapy or help, because that's sick. That's depraved. We can debate about whether we need to raise taxes on rich people. Let's have that conversation. That's a normal part of political healthy debate. But when you get to the point where you are cheering on people's murder or counting down their deaths like a holiday calendar, that's sick. That's twisted. You are broken in the head. And the irony, the audacity to do that while also claiming that random white people are unsafe because of their race. No, ma'am, you're the unsafe. I would actually genuinely consider you unsafe to be around, potentially, because you think murder and killing people is something that is celebratory if that person is a certain level of more successful than you, which is, again, not a normal thing to think or say or do. That's actual probable cause for thinking someone might be unsafe to be around, not the color of their skin. But it's all just so inverted, so twisted, so upside down in this crazy woman's worldview. I mean, in one sense, you want to laugh at it because it is entertaining a little bit how crazy some of these people are, but it's also scary. Have people always been this crazy and now just social media is revealing them? Or is there something about it that's actually causing this? The social media algorithms and ecosystems. I'm genuinely curious. I'm not sure I know the answer to that, but it is remarkable that this is where we are. Yeah. Wow. Here is another bizarre video I came across where a woman explains that Buc-ee's, the gas station / convenience store mega chain, is racist, but as a black woman she still goes there. Try to keep up. Let's listen.
I am currently at Buc-ee's, which has a well-established history, especially in the last few years, of being racist. But why am I stopping at Buc-ee's then? Well, there are a lot of moments in which a company does racist things, and while some people can boycott, everybody can't, especially without safety being a really important factor. Whenever we travel across the country, like we are currently doing, driving back from Atlanta down to Texas, after driving from Texas up to Ohio and a bunch of other states, Buc-ee's is one of the only places where we can safely not only get gas, but also get food that isn't going to make you sick. If you have never driven through rural America, if you're not somebody who's experienced in general whenever it comes to driving cross country, you may not realize how hard it is, especially in certain places, to get somewhere where you can use a clean, safe restroom and where you can buy food that isn't going to make you sick, especially whenever you have a disability. So as much as we absolutely hate the things that Buc-ee's has done in the past few years, it's one of the only places that we can still reliably go. This same thing happens when we talk about places like Walmart and sometimes even Target. People condemn other people for using certain services that may, again, have been racist or currently are engaging in active racism. But a lot of times there are people that do not have a choice because they don't have other options. I live in a place where Walmart and Kroger are going to be two of the only grocery store options that you have. You cannot go out of your way to find somewhere else because not only may you be disabled or financially limited, but the distance could also make you unsafe.
Am I the only one who feels like we live in different realities at this point? Like, I genuinely have no idea what she's talking about how Buc-ee's or Target or Walmart or all these companies are racist. Like, I Googled it, and Buc-ee's was apparently sued once about a specific incident where racism was alleged, and they denied it. But, like, does the fact that one, even if you assume it's true, that one employee was racist once to one group of people, make a company like inherently racist and bad forever? I don't think so, especially when it has so many employees and locations and is just one instance doesn't necessarily define a company. In the same way, Target is absolutely not racist. All she's referencing there is that they rolled back a lot of their over-the-top DEI programs where they were specially prioritizing and favoring Black-owned brands and businesses. They still, of course, employ and sell to and work with people of all colors equally and in complete accordance with federal law and aren't racist at all. So a lot of this is just like hallucinated. And then what is she talking about when she says, you know, when you have to drive halfway across the country, there's not that many places to stop and use a clean bathroom or eat food that won't make you sick? Hey, am I crazy? Or is that just literally not true? Like, I've driven across the country a number of times, and there's usually a lot of rest stops with big restaurant and bathroom and gas station combo stations that have acceptable places to go to the bathroom. And I mean, not like the healthiest or I guess best for you food imaginable, but perfectly edible food that's not that dissimilar from what you would find at a Buc-ee's. I find a lot of these people, especially on TikTok, live in these bizarre alternate realities that you almost feel like you are visiting another planet or like observing an alien species when you just observe them and see the things that they assume as like the base facts for their analysis are like just not true and not real. I don't know how we reconcile this, where parts of America are just increasingly living in totally different realities where we can't even agree on the basic facts of what life is like or what's happening around us. That's gonna work out great, guys. Everything is fine. Everything is going amazing. I can't be the only one that gets really concerned sometimes watching these TikTok videos and reacting to these deranged and delusional people. You let me know if you feel that way when we do this on the show, or if you just find it entertaining. Let me know in the comments. I do take the time to read the comments. Make sure you're subscribed if you aren't yet. Do hit that like button while you're at it. Remember, you can also listen to the Brad vs. Everyone podcast on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen to audio podcasts. And with that, guys, we'll leave it there for today, and we'll talk again real soon.